Hey guys, this is Xavier bringing you back with another Division commentary, episode 2. So today I'm coming at you guys with the idea for a DLC that would potentially love to see in the Division. Now, in this gameplay, you see that the characters are getting ready to enter the Dark Zone. Now, when I first heard what the Division had in store, there was a movie I watched prior to seeing this gameplay footage, and I said to myself, I should definitely do a video on this and see how my fans think about it. So, in my particular idea is, for those of you who have not heard of this movie, it's called 30 Days of Night, which is a vampire apocalypse movie. Now, the reason I say that the 30 Days of Night would fit perfectly with the Division is because not only does it require the characters to go into the Dark Zone for an extended amount of time, fighting a endless horde of vampires. I mean, it's definitely a nice spin from, the typical Call of Duty zombies thing, all that, and aliens, and for that, all that matter. And I think that the entire setting would actually fit perfectly. And I can give an idea of how that would go, in fact. I actually thought about it for a good amount of time. I thought it would come out pretty well. So, this is my thought. Just like entering the Dark Zone, which is your pretty basic thing, pretty much that you're going to be losing all communications with all of the outside world except for those who are beside you and those who are on your team. So I was thinking maybe a three man match or a 6-man match, which would require a PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live account, which I really hate, but it probably would require that anyway. So pretty much just like you are seeing in the Dark Zone, you would have to search and find a local scientist who says that he has a cure for the vampire plague altogether. So in this particular setting, you have to fight endless hordes of vampires, to find said scientist. And when you do find said scientist, the reveal of it all is that the said scientist will be an undercover vampire, which will not only summon a horde of vampires to attack you, but also transform into a mutated vampire, which he had been experimenting on himself throughout the entire series of the game. So, with that in mind, you would then have to escape via either evacuation or fight your way out, which is actually a decent idea if you have a 6-man match. You have a team of 6 men, or at least 3-man match. You would actually have an extended amount of, you have a lucky chance of fighting a horde of vampires if you have maybe 6 people. So, after the which of you finding the scientist, finding his cure, and also realizing that the scientist himself is a vampire, the result is that you'd have to escape while the vampire infection is eradicated via nuke. So, the whole point of this is to survive, really. And just like you see in the Dark Zone gameplay right here, you can always choose to change your loadout. You can make SOS signs for those. Okay, this is actually something really unique though. I thought about this, and there's a new idea I came out with, and I was thinking perhaps the SOS symbol, which actually is for those who are online or in a different section of the game. You can also call another team of maybe 3 to 6 people who are willing to come help you and assist you with the mission. Now, of course, just like with Destiny, you get shared experience, shared weaponry, all that good stuff. So in general, the name I would give it would probably be 30 Days of Night, which would be perfect, which would be enticing. It would be increasingly difficult as you progress through the levels, which would actually change variously. And I would definitely say there would be respawns, there would be reload, the endless ammo and stuff like that. There would be ways to distract the vampires. There would be ways to easily kill the vampire without them noticing you. All that good stuff. But that is just an idea. That is actually an idea I had sat down and thought about for a good few minutes, actually. It took me a while to actually come up with a concept that would specifically fit this game, which is actually not scheduled to be out till, March of next year. But that's just one idea. Now, although I'm going to actually explain the reason I came up with an idea like that, because The division is specifically based in an apocalypse setting where everybody has to scrounge around for a specific amount of weaponry, everybody's suffering for food and all that good stuff. So generally, what I'm thinking is that everybody has to make it somehow. And with the vampire infection, it would be very difficult because vampires would be feasting off humans and proving that they would be the number one food source for everyone who is involved. So, with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed my DLC idea. If you like this, if you have any ideas that you'd like to share, I'd be more than glad to give my opinion on it. You know, I definitely will I'd like to give everybody shout outs in my videos, so feel free to put your name in the comments list. I'll even shout you out if you want me to put you in the shout out list. So, subscribe, enjoy, and stay tuned for more.